Step back in time with us to the most intense era in modern history, World War II. From the beaches of Normandy to the hidden bunkers beneath Berlin, uncover the stories that shaped our world. Walk the battlefields, explore secret resistance routes, and stand where history was made. Join us on an unforgettable journey through courage, conflict, and discovery as we explore World War II like never before.
Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. That is a original German World War II barrack. We are at a German fortification position on the Atlantic Wall, and we are hopefully going to share beautiful moments with you out here in this fantastic scenery. That thing has been restored, and I love people doing that. A lot of effort was put into it, and also we put a lot of effort into our videos. So for me and Eagle Eyes, it is a pleasure to take you along on these fantastic adventures, and I hope that you will subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and comment, do all the good stuff. Well, the Atlantic Wall was the fortification line running from the bottom of France to the top of Scandinavia, consisting of thousands of structures ranging from the smallest little foxhole to huge gun positions. And Eagle Eye, he says he's just spotted something right there. So we're gonna spot that, we're gonna show you that, but there are more, so let's head on out there. Everywhere in the terrain you'll find the trademarks of the German activity. There is something going on down there. It is shut. Looks like it could be a small underground bunker or something. I'm gonna see if that thing is available. Let me see if it is completely shut. No, it is completely shut. I hate that. Well, at least we'll give it a go. What the Germans had down there, it's only speculations, but probably ammunition storage or a shelter for the gun crews. Another position here, also shut and covered completely, but you can see it's under here, and they probably had a very specific purpose of that little thing. But we have a structure on the top there, and that's going to be interesting to see. So why don't we go up there and have a look at that. There's a typical little detail, just a trench, but it had a purpose. This is from where the fire and control crew members could have either a rangefinder, they could stand with binoculars, they could give reports of where the shells were hitting compared to where the vessel was. So just a small little trench, and obviously nothing important that in that kind of way, but very important for the whole set of systems working here to fire the gun precisely. Alright, what you're about to see is a massive gun fixation point. That's the gun pit. You have different kinds of compartments, openings. You have the munition storage inside there. The huge gun mount was there. This ring around here was kind of protection for the crew. At the same time, it had a purpose. You could find the degree on this huge wheel running around, and the gun could be turned easily. So let's go down into this little pit here and check it out. All right, so this is where there used to be a hoist. They hoisted the ammunition out here through this set of openings, and the ammunition storages are inside there. Very often communication and electrical equipment will come out there. Same thing here. So let's have a look inside and see what's here today. I have a backpack, so I have to sneak in here. All right, okay. This is very strange. This is higher up than the rest. You see here? I'm thinking this could be post-war actually. So they built this kind of structure here on top of the German. That was often practiced at locations that they found out post-war was very strategically important. So I think that's exactly what they did here. This is also a munition storage. Very small, but they had stacks of munition everywhere here. You see a bird's nest there. And this is the doorway out. This is shut. This is just a room basically for 8 to 10 guys. And we need to walk around here. You can see munition storage here. You have this blast door, another blast door. The more I walk through here, the more I think this is made post-war. But basically it's built on top of the German gun positions that was here. And this is the gun pit itself. And the view over there is just spectacular. Yeah, take it out. Let's check the bottom there. That most definitely looks like an old-fashioned type of wine bottle. Alright, so you have a second one. Huge gun placement, just as the first one. And they actually gave us a little staircase to walk down into here. That is cool. It makes it easier for an old guy like me. Well, this is, let me see, different configuration it is. Yeah, you have munition storage there. You have munition storage there. There would be a hoist here. You can roll out the huge shells, and this is the entrance area. So why don't we go inside and have a look at that one as well? So let's have a little tour of this thing. Have a room here, ventilation shaft, blast doors, another blast door leading into the munition storage. It's very strange to see that they don't have a huge door, just this little thing here. So getting the cartridges in and out there will be quite a hassle. So we have the second one here, same, just munition storage, and there will be where they loaded out the munition to the gun crews. And you have the stairs to the gun pit itself, and that's basically it. So who controlled the guns, you say? Well, they did up there. Oh my goodness, how the heck are we going to get up there? That is insane. Look at that cliffside there, and we are going in there. There's actually a huge bunker complex inside there that's shut off. You can't go in there. But how the heck are we gonna get up there? Alright, let's see if we can do this. That, my friend, is a German WW2 S-Mine display, and we create and give them away to our Patreon team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our Patreon team members. If you want to check out how to become a Patreon team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that, then you click the link for the Patreon, and then you'll see how you can become a Patreon team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. See here, ingenuity of the Germans when they constructed things. This is way behind the structures and the gun positions and all of that, and they put the barracks there. So we have one foundation for the barrack there and one where eagle eyes are. So they did that so they could protect them, and they built some walls around them, and there was basically just a wooden hut, a little barrack inside there, and that's where the soldiers stayed. I'll show you the basic layout of what they did. This is one of the barrack foundations, and that's one of the splinter walls. And Eagle Eyes is looking at one of the protection holes, openings. So the actual barrack will be on the inside here, and this wall on the outside has got nothing to do with the structural integrity of a barrack. That is just to protect it. So if you go down here, you can see there's actually an opening there. That's because they can run out from the barrack, grab their guns, and they can actually protect their area out through these holes. So there are several of these holes through the walls, and as I said, Eagle Eyes is there with one of them. You see the barrack here, looks like an opening in the barrack foundation, and boom, there's the third one. So they used the rock to protect the barracks. They used the rock to create the illusion of this being a typical farmland thing, because this is what it looks like in the area if you build the farm stuff. And they threw camouflage canvas on top of that again, and that would be pretty difficult to spot. All right, I'm gonna show you something here. Can you see it? Right there, the bottleneck. I think it could actually be a complete bottle. Oh my goodness, it is. It is. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get that very gently out from there. We have to move that rock. Come on. Come on. Come to us. Wow, see that? That has been there all the way since the Second World War. That was last drunk by German soldiers or officers from the position here. Holy Madonna. I'm not 100% sure. We found this foundation here. My son found this thick glass, and well, it's just a foundation. But some heavy cables coming out there. And then you can see the base here was probably the first base was the German type, because you can see that it was used to be something here. So I'm guessing they had, maybe they had searchlights here, but this is very thick glass. I'm guessing that could have been from a searchlight screen. But then you come down here and you see these legs coming down here. That's very special, never seen that before. But you come down here and you actually see another little base, and we think that there was a base for the generator. I'm going to show you how one of these generator looks. So maybe there was a little house there with a generator, and they had to bring down diesel and all of that in drum barrels. They dragged them down here, and that is where they kind of had the power supply for the searchlight there. I'm not sure, but that's what Eli thinks, so I think he's getting pretty good at this. That is where they came from. I have to hold my hand kind of on the side because it's so windy. The rain just arrived and it's just miserable, but we'll continue. That is the fire and control bunker that was used to direct the firing of the guns further down here, as we saw. And let's go inside and have a look and see what that working condition is. So we're now going into a fire and control bunker area, just the same as the Germans would use to control the guns further down at the coastline. And pretty dark here, don't need a flashlight. So we are out here. Oh, you can see there, electrical gear and equipment. First floor here, and then you're up at the fire control tower itself, which is up there. How cool. I'm gonna go up there and have a look. So we came from here. That's the control area where they probably have a lot of communication equipment. All of that was down here. You have less equipment here, even though we would have quite a lot. And this is the slot where it all took place. And I have to say, this is a fantastic spot, and what a view. But right now it's starting to rain incredibly strong. Well, you have to bear with us. It is insanely windy on the top here. This is the first little item. We are going down into the valley, so it's going to be better. This is a flak 38 anti-aircraft gun position with the 3 legs here. At least that's what I think it is. This is where they used to have that anti-aircraft gun to cover the whole top of the hill, and it is windy. It is absolutely windy, but there are some beautiful details here that we're going to show you, and hopefully we'll be able to cover them as much as we can. Even though it's all the way on the top here, there's actually what used to be a German barrack here, but there is also staircases coming down from the hillside. Very, very steep here, so you have to be very careful. But these steps here were made by the Germans for the activity on the mountain top here, and it's pretty incredible to step in the footsteps of their path and staircase here. Just loving that. Just want to show you this. This is the date 1943. The staircase was built by the Germans, for the Germans, for a little barrack that was behind me. We are walking in the stairs where the Germans walked to the top to man that anti-aircraft gun position. That is pretty awesome. Oh, we managed to get down from there. It was so windy. Have a look at this little thing here. Pretty neat. I'm going to take you on the front side here. You can see it. It's actually very, very tiny machine gun bunker. Very, very small. All the way on the top. And the purpose, well, to be able to protect the valley further down. This is pretty cool. This is very weird, actually. I'm going to show you something here. This little pedestal. There's the machine gun mount still here. And you could cover this whole valley. And what's down in that valley was very important for the Germans. So this little machine gun bunker was more than enough for being able to really, you know, cover the whole valley down here. All right, this is what I actually came for. I've never seen this before. This looks like just a little square, but this is something very special. There are like 4 automatic mortars down here. This is a modern type of thing that was put there after the war. But down here, as I've kind of read, there are like 4 of these automatic mortar positions on the here. There's one here, and oh shit, I'm gonna move myself over here, but oh my goodness, that thing there, I'm afraid to look at that when we get back to the car. Oh crikey, I have to admit that hurts. That really hurts. But I'm stubborn, I won't give up. But oh my goodness, there's another one. You see it here. These are basically square underground concrete bunkers with a fully automatic mortar system. And you have like 4. You have one here, one here, one here, and the last one behind me. That was what I basically wanted to show. I actually wanted to see if there was any possibility to see it down there, but these huge things here are covering the whole. I haven't got a clue how they would open that. Maybe you have to be inside here to do that, but it's completely dug down. There are no openings. They probably backfilled all of that. That's too bad, actually. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find some information on how this thing works. Other than that, I have a huge problem now because it's quite a distance to the vehicle, so that's not good.
Yes, guys, hope you enjoyed that. 2 parts, very nice German World War II Atlantic wall fortress. Absolutely loved it. And there is something really interesting also there that we're going to follow up on later, and you're going to definitely see that. As you saw, you can become a Patreon team member. Some beautiful World War II artifacts are given away every month from us. Special perks for your eyes only videos, different kind of projects, travel logs, all of that. So every month we give them away to you. And also you have a little super thanks feature here if you want to use that. Your opportunity to help us to just get some fuel into the camper van, and woo, off we go to do some more exploring. And also we have this PayPal thing. Find that here where it says more. Just click that. Then you find a PayPal link. You can make a donation, whatever you like. It helps us to put some gas in the camper van, as I said, and go out and find more. And all of you who are either a Patreon team member during a month, or you are a super thanks donator or a PayPal donator, you take part and we give away these wonderful World War II artifacts. Also, like these here, they are going to be given away to you guys. Yeah, even this thing here, which I found, which was a very special story. I was invited to a very unique place. We did a winter dig. It was very, very stressful, and this one just boom came out of the ground, and now it's here with me, and we're actually gonna give that away to some of you guys later. Why are there a lot of bottles here? That's because I'm working on a very special project, me and Eagle Eyes. Want to say hello, Eagle Eyes?
Hello.
He's doing homework, studying, and he's got a thanks to all of you guys and all this kind support, my son got a straight A in history for this semester in his school, and that's thanks to what we do, and you have helped us to do that, and now Eagle Eyes has a straight A to prove that he has learned a lot together with all of you. But nevertheless, guys, we are going back to a very special German World War II army camp, and this is what comes out of the grounds everywhere there, and we can't wait to share that with you. And it's not just about bottles, it's almost anything you can imagine that the German soldiers used during their stay in this massive camp. And we're going to go there, but there's still snow, still frozen in the ground, so we have to wait up for a few weeks, and then we're going to head on out and see what the future will share with us there. All right, guys, thank you so very much for commenting. Please leave a comment, thumbs up, watch the videos in full, help the YouTube algorithm to kick us further up there. They're not giving us so much help these days, so whatever you can contribute with helps out greatly. All right, stay safe, keep smiling. Before you know it, we will be out there sharing more great history with all of you. Bye-bye.